Okay, so before we actually start the farm, I should probably show how I actually cleared all this out. So I'm going to show all that first, and then I'm going to move on to how I actually built this whole farm. Okay, I guess let's just get right to it. So one of the first things I went ahead and did was craft a bunch of shovels, and then I started just clearing out the area, making sure I can flatten it out, that way I can start building. That was until I realized I have enchanting books. I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier, so I went ahead and enchanted my shovel with efficiency 4 and mending. And I gotta say, right now, that was probably one of the best decisions I decided to do throughout this entire series. Because this made this process of clearing out all the dirt so much easier. It was actually really great. Before I started clearing out any more, I wanted to head towards the nether, that way I could get both netherite upgrades and netherite, ingots. I don't know what they're actually called. That way I could upgrade my shovel and my other tools, which we actually did end up getting some pretty good tools. After clearing the bastion, we actually ended up getting both netherite upgrades and the netherite ingots itself, which we actually got a lot here. We ended up getting 3 netherite ingots, which is huge. And then we went back to base after that. We ended up upgrading my pickaxe, but I did not upgrade my shovel to netherite, and then I just worked towards getting my villagers some good trades, efficiency, unbreaking, fortune, those type of trades. It took a while, but after clearing everything out, I went ahead and went back in to fill everything in, including this pool of water, which sucks, but we had to clear everything in first before we could start building, so it needed to be done. After all of that, we are now back at the beginning of the video, and now I gotta show you how I built all these farms. So we went back to the nether. After getting so loot in the nether and some new tools, I went back to my base and I cooked so much stone that it made my game lag and it was terrible. I have no idea why it lagged so bad. And then I did what I usually do with any build. I built a fountain. I don't know why. My obsession with fountains is something I didn't know I had before this series. After building the fountain, I went back, obviously, and continued my work on the berry farm. After making all the plots where I would, actually put my berries, I ended up making a canal for all of it because I wanted to have a canal to spread all the water out. Yeah, I thought it would look cool, so I just went ahead and did it. It took a lot of stone, though. After finishing the canal, of course, we had to go back and, make sure to plant every berry. And getting every berry down was pretty easy, all the natural berries at least. Of course, afterwards I had to plant all the mutated berries. And after all that, we actually ended up finishing. But before we finished, we also got the chance to start our apricot farm, which would be off to the side of the berry farm, so we could get apricons, that way we could use it to make Pokeballs. And actually, I think apricots are only used to make Pokeballs. I was gonna say other stuff, but I don't think you can make anything else. Anyways, after finishing both the berry farm and the apricot farm, I also got a chance to make a wheat farm. To be more specific, I built an automatic wheat farm, which I'm not gonna show you how I built it because literally all you'd have to do is type automatic wheat farm, and it's literally the first one that pops up, so I'm not gonna show you how I built it. However, I am gonna show you how I built a sugarcane farm because to make an automatic sugarcane farm, it's really simple. All you need is building blocks. You also need a bit of mud to place the bamboo on, hoppers, chests, and just a bit of redstone and observers. It's really easy to make. It only takes like a minute as long as you have the blocks. So I'm just going to show you how I did that whole process. The next thing I wanted to go ahead and make is a livestock kind of farm, just have the different mobs we need, like cows, chickens, pigs, you know, mobs like that. That way we could get food, wool, milk, and other items they may drop, like eggs. So I went ahead and did that, which was really easy because we were able to use Aerodactyl to, you know, transport mobs into these pens. That's the word I was looking for. Which made it really easy to, you know, collect all of them. And the next thing I went ahead and did was make an XP farm, which luckily, after all the building that we had done today already, we had enough blocks to already make the XP farm. So I didn't need to go out and collect different blocks and materials. After building up a ridiculous amount, I went ahead and started working on the XP farm, which didn't take me a lot of time because Aerodactyl, again, you know, Aerodactyl was huge having this. And immediately after finishing it, there was already mobs spawning, which was kind of insane. So we ended up getting that done, and now we have an XP farm. In total, we have a berry farm, an apricot farm, a sugarcane farm, a wheat farm, and now the XP farm. Now, I still want to end the video off by making one more thing. If you're playing in the latest version of Minecraft, this is probably already patched, but luckily I'm using 1.21, so I was able to make this string farm, which would give me a ridiculous amount of just infinite string, and it's kind of broken, and I see why it was patched. Finally, I'd completed all the farms that I wanted to build, and now I guess we should do a final tour around the base and take a look at all the farms that I managed to build today. Alright, I guess we should just get started with the berry farm. I mean, this, out of everything, I think this probably took me the longest. I mean, I had to get all this wood to create all the slabs, and then I had to get all the stone to create these canals. And medicinal leeks, which actually these grow pretty fast, so that didn't take me a while. Getting all the berries was definitely a hard thing. And then even more mutating the berries, like that took me multiple trips into the nether, just getting bone blocks and turning that to bone meal. But we eventually got it, and now we have all of these lots filled. Just berries. This will be very helpful making potions and stuff like that just later. We also got the apricot farm. We only have one white tree, but other than that we have some red, blues, really everything. And I think the most abundant is green and black. Yeah, the green has 4 different trees. I have them all filled out too. We also got the crop farm we worked on. Now this is actually going along nicely, and we also got some carrots going, other than wheat, which is gonna help us with feeding all these guys and getting more. Oh my god, I have a ton of sheep, ton of chickens. I have no pigs. Because the carrots, I didn't get the carrots until a while ago. Also got the cows, chickens. I think that's all the mobs, right? These are all the like important ones at least. We also got the string farm over here, which is, oh, this is just dropping a stack right here. Is that something that just happens? Does it just fall on top of, I don't know, it's weird. Maybe it was like one string and then eventually it just stacked. Speaking of stacking, these are collecting string like no other. Yeah, there's a reason this got patched. Too bad I'm in an older version of this. We also got the sugarcane farm. You know, got 36. Yeah, it's not great, but it's something. We also got the XP farm all the way up there, so this take me a second to get all the way up there. But we can just go ahead and look back. We're really starting to make this a whole base now. We got all the farms out here, we got the actual base over there. And then we just need, well, we'll probably do a lot of other builds throughout the series, but I guess I can explain this. What I want to do in the next video is make a build for like behind my base, I'll go ahead and show that later. Let's just go ahead and, you know, check out the XP farm. You know, this took... Actually, this is probably one of the shortest things I had to do, because I just happened to have all the materials after collecting it all for all the other builds that we had today. That was nice. Really easy build. And especially with Aerodactyl, don't have to really worry about falling. And it works pretty well. I mean, we'll probably have a couple mobs here in like, I don't know, a couple seconds, honestly. Let's see. Alright. It's almost been a minute. I think there might be spiders, because I forgot to add carpets, which I guess I should do. I should go ahead and add carpets since we have a string farm. What the? Okay, this creeper was just dodging me. Yeah, it could be why not as many mobs had spawned. Making sure I don't die here. But yeah, that's all the farms that we've had to build. And this will definitely save us some time later in the future. Now, I'm thinking one of the last things I want to do is really, like, I think I mentioned this in the video I made, the whole base, is that I want to expand this. Like, I don't want it just to be this flat wall. I want to actually make something out of all this. Have some scenery when we wake up out of the bed. Just, you know, I don't have it right here, but usually wake up right here, go through these doors, see something. Well, I don't know if it'll be like tall. I might just make it more ground level so you can see it through like this. I don't know. We'll have to work on that at some point. Maybe tomorrow, maybe not. Who's to say? Let's work on it now. Alright, we're done. And with that, we're done with the video. So I hope you enjoyed. You know, I always hope you do. We just gotta go ahead and... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry, I got distracted. We also... Oh yeah, we caught the score bunny. I totally forgot to mention that. I might show it up now. I caught it while I was like building the apricorn trees. That was nice. But now what? What was I saying? Oh, we end the video. Yeah. So that's it. Goodbye.